Hi friends, Tina Jamison here. I wanted to try and do a devotion for you. Ironically, I chose the topic of waiting, which is exactly what Miss Susie has been doing for Tina to finish this. So I apologize for that. Our Ladies Bible Study just finished a study and we talked about fear, waiting, and hope. And for me, waiting was the toughest one. I feel like our culture kind of teaches us we don't have to wait, right? Fast food, fast delivery. I even look for paint that dries fast. I want it done. I want to get to the finish line, right? But sometimes our waiting is for purpose. God's plan is in action. God can use our waiting to not only change what's happening in us or prepare us for what his plan is, but sometimes it's about the circumstances and the other people and or events that are supposed to be happening around us to make his timing perfect. My family had to wait. Our time of waiting, I guess, was in starting a family. Tina had a plan, this is when this all going to happen, and Tina's plan didn't happen. Years later, doctor visits, a specialist telling us we needed to seek another way to be a family. And that was tough. Tough and challenging in our faith, challenging for our relationship, challenging just as an individual. You felt broken. You felt betrayed. And it's like, this is what was supposed to happen. Why isn't this happening for us? We continued to pray. Sometimes those prayers were ugly conversations between me and God, but the sting became a little less, and we kind of accepted our fate as we thought it was, and then God had a different plan, and we became pregnant. Sometimes God can use a good story to be a God story, right? We believe that was our miracle, and we've been blessed abundantly now for 29 years with the adventures of blessings. And I feel like my timing would have been a different path, but God put the right people, the right circumstances, those perfect adventures to put our baby boy where he is today with his own baby boy. God's plan is good. And, sometimes waiting is difficult and something we're not ready to do. But God has a purpose for our wait. And God can use our situations to build our character. And sometimes other people are watching us as we wait. And maybe that in itself is a purpose. What are you doing during your waiting? Grumbling? Arguing with God? Or standing in faith? Trusting in his promises? I think that's what he calls us to do. I want to share a verse that I think gives us hope in our waiting. It's in the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, and it's in verse 18. And it says, "But the Lord still waits for you to come to him, so he can show you his love and compassion." Amen, amen. And it continues, "For the Lord is a faithful God. Blessed are those who wait for him to help them, I should say." And we are blessed if we can wait, and if we can ask him to use us in our time of waiting. So my friends, what are you waiting on today? Maybe a new job? Maybe for things to get back to normal through this crazy year of ours. Maybe it's answers to a health concern. Tough stuff, right? Waiting is hard. Maybe it's you're waiting for the right time to tell someone else about Jesus. God can help you. He can use you. He can use that waiting for His purpose, for their hearts to soften. We can pray between those times for Him to line those things up. Father, use us. Prepare us to make a meaningful and positive difference. I challenge you, sometimes one of our ladies in the Bible study shared something she'd learned. When you're frustrated and you're waiting, maybe it's at the grocery store, maybe you're stuck in traffic, pray for the people around you. You have no idea what their needs are, but He does. So ask God to use you, friends, in your waiting. He'll make it easier. And what if God can make a really good story, a God story? God bless you.